Hello and happiest of birthdays to all the Virgos out there who are kicking off Virgo season this week, starting on the 23rd. This is a video that's going to cover the 22nd through the 28th. Now, you might stumble upon this video in a few weeks, a few months. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to hear the messages that are in it. Keep in mind, this is a general reading for the collective. Not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. So without further ado, let's see what we have coming up for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising. One more shuffle. Alrighty, my dears. Let's see what we have going on. I'm going to move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card coming up here for the Virgo Collective is the Knight of Pentacles. This could be you and all of your glorious, beautiful earth sign energy. Some of you could be dealing with a fellow earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, those of you that watch my readings, you know in the weekly forecasts, I want to focus on you and your journey and less on other people. So we look at the cards as they might pertain to you and what you might be going through at this time. I know a lot of people, when their birthday is coming around, they get really reflective about their life and they start stressing out and they start freaking out about, like, you know, I thought I would have had accomplished this by now, and why am I not, you know, at having reached this milestone or this accomplishment? And so sometimes people get really hard on themselves around their birthday. That's one thing that I've noticed. And the reason why I bring that up is because the Knight of Pentacles a lot of the times comes up for me in my readings when the message is that you're going to be successful, and the key to your success is going to be consistency. Okay, so there's no need to rush. There's no need to burn the candle at both ends, so to speak. No need to hustle and grind and, you know, burn yourself out. Just be consistent. Every single day doing something that is in alignment with the goal that you're trying to reach or the thing that you're trying to accomplish. And before you know it, you look behind you and you can't even fathom how far you've come and how much you've accomplished. So sometimes the Knight of Pentacles says slow and steady wins the race. Because think about it, how much, how many times has there been that you've gone for something full force and then you burn out, you get exhausted, you tire out, you can't keep it up. So just something to think about here. The next card coming up for the Virgo Collective is the Five of Cups. So Five of Cups is a card of regrets. Virgo, I feel like some of you are really being super hard on yourselves right now. And maybe it is because you're thinking about, another year, going by and, like another year getting older and looking at your life. And it's very common. A lot of people do that. It's not like a Virgo thing. It's a people thing. But the Five of Cups tells us that a lot of you might be feeling kind of sad or feeling like you have these regrets. And the Five of Cups reminds us that even though these three cups have spilled over, you still have two full cups. And honestly, those spilled cups, all it is an opportunity to pick them up and to fill them with whatever you want moving forward. You might need to give yourself some time to grieve or mourn what was what you might be seeing as lost, but really I feel like a lot of you are just in the flow for clearing what's not meant for you and to receive what is. But the Five of Cups is sometimes coming up to say that before we can really open up our heart to receive, we have to give ourselves some time to let things process, like, people who let us down, things that we had our hopes up about that didn't work out. There may be some things coming to the surface, and so it might be a good idea to let yourself mourn or grieve those things, and then remind yourself that, you know what, there's still good things coming and better things coming. Five of Cups can also be that some of you are feeling overwhelmed by your feelings or emotions and you may be tempted to try to self-medicate in some way. We want to try to avoid self-medicating because when it comes to manifesting, it can create blockages because we're shutting ourselves down, we're closing ourselves down, and we need to be open to receive. So that could be a heads up for some of you to try to resist the urge to stifle your feelings or to turn them off in some way. The next card that's coming up here for Virgo is the Seven of Pentacles. So how very beautiful here. Spirit is giving you some reassurance that a lot of this worry that you're feeling is unnecessary. Okay, like things are going to work out. You've planted some good seeds here. I'm going to be very honest with you. These three cards coming up together, and don't take it as like an insult. I'm not saying it in like a criticizing way. These three cards together give me a feeling or a sense that the message here is for those Virgos that might be in this all or nothing mindset. You're seeing something as very black and white. You're seeing something as very like all or nothing. Like if I didn't get first place, then I lost. I didn't do a good job. Or, if I didn't hit this mark by the designated time, then I'm a failure. And you're not seeing how much you've accomplished. You're not seeing how far you've come. I feel there's this black or white thinking. There's this extreme thinking, all or nothing thinking. And the Seven of Pentacles is like, look, you've planted some really good seeds here. You've done an amazing job. And with the time that is required to go by for the season to come in, you're going to have a harvest. That harvest is coming, but it's not coming overnight, right? If you plant an apple tree from a seed and you water it, it's not going to pop up and be an apple tree with apples in like a week or overnight. It's going to take some time. And so some of you are not realizing your accomplishments. You're not giving yourself enough credit for how far you've come. And you're losing faith in that harvest because it's not happening instantaneously. It's like you keep pushing and pushing and pushing for super fast results. But it doesn't always work that way. We live in a physical realm where we're bound in the physical realm by time and physics, right? If you were starving and you just really were craving like a roasted chicken and vegetables, you could get the best ingredients, you could season it up all nice and fresh and make it all pretty and put it in the oven and say, oh, I'm starving, I can't wait for an hour for this meal to be ready. I'm just going to put it full blast. I'm going to put it on broil on the highest setting. And then that way I can eat right away. That's not what's going to happen. You're going to have a chicken that's burned on the outside and raw on the inside. And you're going to have a bunch of charred vegetables. It's not going to it's not going to give you like a speedy result. There's no shortcut, right? There's no shortcut. And so some of you are like really, really, really spinning your wheels here, grinding and hustling, and Spirit is saying some things take time. And I've given this example before in the readings from the Seven of Pentacles comes up. In the beginning, when I first began doing tarot, and I was trying to, I don't know, I never had it in my mind that I was going to be a full-time tarot reader. But I felt like Spirit was pushing me in that direction. So I was like, okay, I think Spirit is trying to tell me to do this. And later it became more clear I was being pushed in that direction. But I used to go to like parties and bars and things, and I would do tarot readings for people. And this was years ago. And nobody would ever book. They'd put something in my tip jar. They'd walk away crying like, oh my gosh, that reading really touched me. And they didn't call me. They didn't book. Maybe once in a while in a blue moon somebody would book. But till this day, I get emails from people because the email is the only thing on the card that hasn't changed. The phone number has changed, the website is gone, but I'll get emails and they'll be like, you gave me a reading, 7 years ago in a bar, or you gave my cousin a reading, three, forever ago, and I've been meaning to reach out to you. People will trickle in, and other things will develop, right? It's like things are going to happen as people are ready for you, as people are ready for your services, ready for what you have to offer. And so it's time. That's it. It's time. And as you move forward and as you continue to do the work, you're going to see that harvest. But there's no sense in exhausting yourself. Exhausting yourself isn't going to make it happen faster. Consistency is going to make it happen. But you don't have to exhaust yourself. And guess what? If you can have fun in the pursuit of your goals, the sooner that, the time is going to fly by. So try to remind yourself of this, because some of you are in pursuit of a goal and you're losing joy for it. You're losing the drive for it. And if you stop exhausting yourself, you're going to be able to find that joy again. Now, your outcome is really interesting for me, because the outcome card for me is kind of like a confirmation that you are going to succeed. And I'll explain to you why. We have Eight of Cups. And Eight of Cups is like where we might feel unfulfilled, we might be searching, we might be moving on. But the reason why I see this as a confirmation that you're going to be successful is, in my readings, a lot of the times I see the Eight of Cups come up for somebody who might be a bit of an overachiever. Like, you put your mind to something and you don't rest until you accomplish it. But other people, they don't realize this. Like, they just think you're really lucky. They just think that things fall in your lap. They don't see how hard you're working. They don't see how hard you're pushing yourself. But the thing about the Eight of Cups is, I see it happen for people that you will accomplish goal after goal and you will end up feeling very unfulfilled. And so you think, oh, okay, I'm proud of myself that I accomplished this goal, right? Like, I'm proud of myself that I did it, but something is missing here. It didn't make me feel the way I thought it was going to make me feel. So maybe I focused on the wrong thing. This whole time I've been focusing on my career. Maybe I'm going to be happier once I'm self-employed, or maybe I'm going to be happier if I go back to school and get my degree. Or you accomplish those things and you're like, oh, I still feel unfulfilled. Maybe I'll be happier when I find my soulmate. And then that happens. Oh, I'm still not fulfilled. Maybe I'll be happy when we're married. And then that happens. Oh, I'm still not fulfilled. Maybe I'll be happy when I have kids. Oh, okay, well, I love my kids, but something's still missing. Oh, maybe I need to, go back and do this or do that. And we fall into this cycle. Happiness is constantly tied to the next goal or the next achievement. And the Eight of Cups is saying the thing that is missing is your spiritual connection. That's why you're not able to fully enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's why you're not able to fully enjoy your accomplishments. You need to work on your spiritual connection right now so that you can really enjoy the success that's coming your way and to feel satisfied with that accomplishment. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a cycle where you're like, well, I finally did it. Yay for me. But something's still missing. Okay, next goal, right? Your angels and guides are like, hey, we see how hard you're working. We want you to be happy. We want you to be satisfied. We want you to feel fulfilled. And so the spiritual connection is really important. And some of you might say, well, Amethyst, I already have my spiritual routine. I wake up every day. I do my affirmations. I do my prayers. I do my meditation. That's all wonderful. But sometimes we need to keep it fresh. We need to keep it new. The same way as in a relationship, sometimes we need to spice things up. You might try to look at your spiritual routine and see what are some things that you can incorporate to keep it fresh or to keep it new. What are some things you could add, or what are some things that you could switch up, right? Because Otherwise, things become routine, and when things become routine, they begin to lose their meaning. They begin to lose that, connection. So you're gonna succeed, okay? You're gonna succeed. Good things are ahead. Try not to be so hard on yourself, and try to give yourself time for breaks and having fun, and being around friends and family, and just doing things that you enjoy, and you'll see yourself reaching these goals much faster. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you click on the link in the description of the video, it will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. If you would like to check out the love readings for August and September, those are also linked in the description. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead, and hope that you all will check out the daily messages I post on the channel as well. Take care, my dears.